in summary, what would you say about your experience with Anchor House?
It's been good. It's like a family that just helps you.
And they do a phenomenal job. Like, you can go to school for social work, have your master's in social work. The stuff that they do is beyond that. Like, they're not here with just a degree. Like, they took like a special class that we don't know about.
And then it was a dramatic change, because if it really wasn't for them, I really would have been pushed to graduate. Because I didn't care about it either way. Like, I was like, I'm not going to college, I'm just going to the Army. That was it. So I think that it was a major turnaround point in my life where I had people pushing me and expecting more from me to do better with myself.
I come here every day because of kids like these that I'm sitting here with. Kids who are so special in that they have had the ability to overcome so many things in their lives and still have the desire to go on and go further and go higher.
In 1978, cell phones made their debut. Saturday Night Fever was heating up the movie screens, and Space Invaders were taking over arcades across the country. Gas cost 63 cents a gallon. Life seemed good. That same year, workers at a CYO program in Trenton, New Jersey observed that life certainly wasn't good for everyone, especially for a number of young people who attended their after-school program. Arthur Ball, Sue Jones, Sister Mary Nella, and Sister Maureen Malone discovered that some of the kids were runaways and homeless, living on perilous streets or in exploitative conditions. They took their concerns to community leader Arthur Sypek Jr. and Trenton South Ward Councilman Joe Uhas. The group decided that Trenton desperately needed a walk-in shelter for teens in crisis. It had to be a safe haven, a place where abused, neglected, homeless, and runaway young people could seek refuge from life's storms and find hope, healing, and a compass for their lives. After slowly winning support from the police department and from city government, Anchor House opened its doors in a former convent at 482 Center Street. 35 years later, thanks to the care, concern, and commitment of many, these doors remain open 24/7, 365 days a year. In the early years, the full-time staff was comprised totally of volunteers. Their dedication and compassion quickly made a difference in the in-need and vulnerable lives, but the agency struggled with rising operating costs. Necessity being the mother of invention, Joe Uhas came up with an innovative proposal: a long-distance sponsored bike ride to raise money and awareness. That first Anchor House ride for Runaways left from Jacksonville, Florida with only 4 riders: Uhas and his brother Michael, Andy Shedlock, and James Dubosh. Incredibly, the men were novice riders who actually wore out several pairs of jeans on the first ride back to the Garden State. Spurred on by their passion for the cause, the men raised $5,000, money that allowed Anchor House to remain open and to grow. Little could they imagine that 35 years later, the Ride for Runaways would become an annual event, attracting more than 200 riders and support team members. In 2013, raising more than $516,000, nearly a fourth of the agency's operating budget. From its earliest days, the number of young people who turned to Anchor House for help steadily grew, as did the needs of both the clients and the community. The founders understood that life's circumstances can cause the links of a family's chain to break down. Anchor House's programs initiate the process of mending broken links to help connect the families securely together and provide additional links where needed. When reunification is not possible, the agency assists youth in finding a safe place in which to live and developing the tools for safely navigating life. Today, Anchor House offers a continuum of care from birth through age 21. In addition to the shelter, the agency's other houses where healing begins include Angel's Wings. This special place provides loving care and emergency respite services for abused or at-risk children from birth to age 12. Angel's Wings Family Support Services bolster fragile families and encourage volunteers to become certified resource parents. The Anchorage serves young people ages 18 to 22 who are homeless or aging out of the foster care system and offers long-term transitional housing, life skills training, and a therapeutic milieu. Anchorline's supportive housing program allows homeless young adults to live in subsidized apartments and receive employment and education assistance and individual and group counseling so they learn how to become productive and independent. Community-based initiatives include a school outreach program that provides early intervention in crisis and stresses runaway prevention, while AnchorLink's outreach program works directly with homeless and high-risk vulnerable young people living on the street. Since its founding, Anchor House has provided life-changing, life-saving programs and services to literally thousands of children, teens, and families. This impact would not be possible without the support and advocacy of committed and generous donors, volunteers, funders, and other stakeholders whose genuine concern for child and family well-being empowers Anchor House to remain afloat and strong. If you are or have been a member of this esteemed crew, we thank you. If not, we invite you to join us today. Together, we can make the difference between young lives shipwrecked and safe passage to solid ground and a brighter future.